Hi friends and welcome to RevForce. Today's video is all about a comparison review between two of the first BS6 motorcycles at the premium 150cc commuter segment, the Apache 164V BS6 and the Yamaha FZ V3 BS6. The Yamaha FZ V3 is known for its comfortable riding experience and it is the best motorcycle when it comes to ride quality. The Apache 164V on the other hand looks a lot more sharper in its BS6 iteration and it offers a power-packed performance at the 150cc premium commuter segment. So in today's video we'll find out which motorcycle out of these two you should buy at the 150cc premium commuter segment. Both the motorcycles look attractive. The Apache 164V in its BS6 iteration looks much more sharper and aggressive than before. The FZ V3 on the other hand gets a bold design at the front with a bigger fuel tank setup, but it looks like a proper commuter at the rear. Well, looks are always subjective. Both the motorcycles look equally good. The Apache seems to be a little overdone at the front, whereas the FZ V3 looks a lot bigger at the front. The Apache in its BS6 update gets all new body graphics which look attractive, and the FZ in its BS6 iteration gets this attractive red color and a dark night edition. The switch gears on both the motorcycles are good, but the Apache has a better build quality and the switches are premium. The 164V also offers better features than the FZ V3. For instance, the 164V gets GTT mode, which enables you to ride the motorcycle at first, second and third gears without hitting the acceleration. The cluster panel on the FZ is a basic unit which displays the odometer, trip meters, clock and ABS indicator. The negative instrument cluster is also not easily readable under bright sunlight. The Apache 164V on the other hand in its BS6 edition misses out on a gear position indicator that its BS4 variant offered, but it displays more information than the FZ V3 and the cluster panel is also easily readable under bright sunlight. The FZ V3 gets a halogen parking light along with a LED headlamp setup. The 164V gets a full LED setup and it offers better illumination at night than the FZ. The Apache also gets a LED taillight, whereas the FZ gets a box-shaped halogen taillight unit. The FZ V3 is powered by a 149cc single-cylinder air-cooled 2-valve engine which produces a peak power output of 12.4 bhp and 13.6 Nm of torque. The motorcycle in its BS6 edition offers better power at the low end since the initial pickup is impressive. The mid-range is super solid and the diamond frame offers stable riding experience at the highways. There is not too much of a top-end performance on offer and the motorcycle's cruising speed is at 95 to 105 km per hour. The Apache 164V is powered by a 159.7cc single-cylinder oil-cooled engine which produces 16.02 bhp and 14.1 Nm of torque. The 164V offers better low-end performance than the FZ V3 and the throttle response is swift and light. The mid-range is equally impressive since it offers stable riding experience and the double cradle frame provides solid riding experience. The top-end performance is impressive and it outperforms the FZ V3 and the Apache's cruising speed is at 110 to 115 km per hour. Though the Apache offers better performance, the FZ version 3 is the most refined motorcycle since there are only a very minimal hints of vibrations felt. The Apache also has very less vibration issues at higher revs, but it's slightly higher than the FZ version 3. Heat dissipation is also carried out well on the FZ version 3 as it doesn't heat up much, and there are very slight hint of heating issues felt at the Apache 164V. Both the motorcycles get a 5-speed gearbox on offer, but the one on the Apache 164V is slightly better as it provides super smooth shifting experience, and the clutch is also on the lighter side. Both the Apache and the FZ get an upright handlebar setup, and the handlebars offer comfortable riding experience at the city as well as the highways. The rider seat height is at 800 mm on the Apache, whereas the FZ's rider seat height is 790 mm. Both the motorcycles are comfortable for both short as well as taller riders, but the FZ is more suited for shorter riders than the Apache. The Apache provides great comfort to the rider and good comfort to the pillion. However, the FZ version 3 offers a much better pillion comfort. Both the Apache and the FZ get telescopic front forks and monoshock at the rear. Both the motorcycles offer softer suspension setup and the ride quality is impressive, but the FZ version 3 provides slightly better ride quality than the Apache. When it comes to braking, the FZ version 3 is the best since it offers excellent stopping power, and the single-channel ABS unit prevents the front wheel from locking out. The Apache 164V offers a progressive braking performance since the initial bite is slightly lacking. The FZ also gets a better set of tires since it gets 17-inch 100/80 front and 140/60 rear radial tire. The Apache gets 17-inch 90/90 front and 130/70 rear tubeless tires. Both the motorcycles offer good road grip, but the FZ inspires better confidence to the rider at the corners. The Apache gets a double barrel exhaust setup, and it looks much better than the short exhaust of the FZ version 3. The exhaust note is also crisp and bassier than the FZ. The FZ version 3 gets a 13-liter fuel tank and the 164V gets a 12-liter fuel tank setup. Both the motorcycles get fuel injection system, and it should provide a fuel efficiency between 45 to 50 kmpl. But the FZ version 3 might offer a slightly better mileage. The 164V gets wider rear view mirrors and provide better visibility of what's behind than the FZ. The FZ version 3 in its BS6 iteration has become a better city motorcycle, and the low-end performance is impressive. As always, the FZ version 3 is the most comfortable motorcycle in its segment. The Apache 164V on the other hand gets a better performance at the low end and equally impressive mid-range and top-end performance in its BS6 iteration. The motorcycle has also become a lot more sharper than before.
The Yamaha FZ version 3 has been priced at 1,20,000 rupees on road Chennai, whereas the FZS has been priced at 1,22,000 rupees and the Dark Knight edition has been priced at 1,24,000 rupees on road Chennai. The Apache 164V on the other hand is priced at 1.21 lakh rupees on road Chennai for the single disc variant and 1,24,000 rupees for the dual disc variant. So which one should you buy? If you want the most comfortable motorcycle with great ride quality and better city riding experience, then the FZ version 3 is an ideal option. But if you want a motorcycle with great performance at the city as well as the highways and excellent fun to ride experience, then the Apache 164V is the best option. Well, this concludes my comparison review. Thanks for watching. If you had liked the video, give it the thumbs up button. Post your comments on which motorcycle you would buy between these two, and never miss any of my videos by subscribing to the channel.